Spark FM online #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are in the building today. It is a Thursday day. We are in here. What up? Rockstone Triz, Miss Tony B, knowing hot sauce in the building.
Hey.
And we are going to have a funky good time today, though.
Gonna have a funky good time.
Yeah. Yeah. Glory.
Glory.
That's my new favorite sound effect right there.
What? Hey. A
lot of energy.
I have some favorite, what do they call sound effects?
Mm-hmm.
Fada P on Thursdays and Sunday. Duncan, what is it? Duncan, I forget what one of his drops are, and every time I'm listening, Donkai. I don't know what it means in Jamaican, but it's my favorite thing to say and to listen to every time when I'm listening to him. You have there's another one too that you have there. I can't remember what it is, but every time I hear it, I like it a lot. I'm gonna start doing sound effects for you guys. What kind you want?
Whatever
Give me any sound effect and I'll do it.
Kind.
Give me one. Say something. Let me do it.
Come
on.
I can't. I think of a sound
A car
effect.
horn. Bump.
Oh yes. Do a truck coming to a screeching halt on the highway.
Wow.
Very nice. That was
Go
nice.
easy. Yabaloo.
That
Bill.
one. Crazy. Labaloo. Blame. I'm just gonna be making up my own things.
Can we do that that reel that they're doing now where
This one?
you make the sound and I make the face?
Oh, okay.
No. So I'll make the face and you have to make a sound that goes with it.
Okay, go ahead. Make
Not
the
right now
face.
because I can't make any faces. I don't know any faces. We have to practice.
This is no fun here. These people are no fun.
It's early.
At the end, I'm gonna go get the interns and we're gonna have a good time.
Yes.
I got a sound effect for that.
What is
But
that?
you bait me up differently. You see, you bait me up.
Yeah, you bait me up. You bait me up differently. You bait me up.
Can I just tell you, like our interns, I really like them. They're the cutest boys, right? And sometimes I have to be like, I have to watch what I'm saying around them because there's so much predatory behavior that's happening in the world. And I'm like, yesterday I called one of them babe and I was like, oh no, I'm going to get in trouble. Like,
Young man.
sorry, sir.
I always introduce them as young man.
I don't know.
Youth.
I don't know their names.
This one in the blue here, this is Nick.
Okay.
This big one is Dante.
Don't call him the big one.
You good? You good? And then Dominican
DJ.
Arlo?
DK got so mad at JR. He was like, that's not my name. I was like, okay, I call you LMNOP. JC. Okay. JC, Nick, and Donovan. Okay.
Dante.
All right.
Welcome, Spark FM online #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are in the building, Saucy and Friends, every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. We give you all the best news, all the best musical commentary, political banter, and relationship advice.
Yes.
Is that what we do?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yes, that's exactly
And
what we do
community
here at
news.
Spark FM and community civic news.
Yes.
Civic engagement for our constituents.
Bang.
Bang.
Bang. Like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
More hip hop, more vibes, more R&B,
More.
more everything that we have here.
And more.
Yes. We're gonna get into our all of our news and things, but first we'll start with a quick check-in. Miss Tony, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, I am doing pretty good. Yesterday was a good day. I'm not quite sure what happened, but there were things that happened and occurred, and nothing standoutish. I don't remember.
Yes. We went to Sorrel and Lime.
Oh, yes. We went to Sorrel and Lime for a nice community event. They opened it up to the community yesterday for people to come in and see their space and their establishment. Those young men are very, Very nice over
Very
there.
nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Shout
I
out
like
to
it.
Clayton. Shout out to KP Kurt.
Yes.
And shout out to Marlon.
Yes.
You know, 3 honorable black men.
Yes.
A part of the West Indian and Caribbean community.
Stand up, handsome black men doing work in the community.
Doing work in the community. And that's what we like.
Our mother came along with us and she was quite impressed with the space.
They had some fun little chickens.
That chicken was delish.
Delish.
It was delicious. And I enjoyed it. And so that was a nice little event that we had there. I did finish, I finished my good show last night, The Bondsman. So I finished the first season.
Well, I think I finished it too, but I don't remember a damn thing because I was sleeping.
I don't know why I was so into that show and watched that show so much because I don't even like that kind of stuff.
It's not. It is a lot.
It's quite a lot.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. So I watched that. And now I need to find something else to watch. I need another thing to watch. You know what? I need to go back and watch All American. I need to start that over. There's some really, really good shows on Apple TV though. So I might delve into Apple TV. Just to let y'all know too, if you got T-Mobile, check your benefits. You get a lot of free
Not your benefits.
You get a lot of free ish with T-Mobile. I got a free Netflix, free Hulu, free Sirius XM for 6 months, free Paramount.
You sign up with a different email address to get more.
You
free?
don't have. I don't think you even have to do all of that.
I don't want
no,
just
because it's
6
connected to your
months.
phone number.
I don't want just 6 months.
6 months of Sirius XM.
Oh, I don't know what that is. How do I even put that on my vehicle?
Mm.
Do they still even got
Once
Sirius?
you subscribe, you get the access to it.
And I gotta press a button. I don't want to. What
Anyway.
about you, Tristan?
I'm good,
Oh, you
man.
done?
Yeah. Yeah.
What
I'm
about
good.
you?
I'm good. I've been working on my Friday releases, my Friday mixes that I put out, and shout out to Isla, Isla, who's been pushing me doing that.
Go Isla.
Management.
Go Isla.
Island.
Island.
Isla.
Isla Bash.
Oh,
Where
Isla.
you come from?
Not Isla Bash.
I said like Isla Bash. Yeah.
Oh. I say wait.
Well, I saw him the other day though.
Yeah,
I
man.
see him at?
And that's it.
Oh,
Saucy,
I
how you
think
doing?
Home Depot. I am doing well. Are we boycotting Home Depot too?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. But I'm doing well. I have this cold respiratory thing that won't quit, like it won't go away. So I'm not sure what to do about that, but it's affecting my quality of life.
Oh no.
And that makes me sad. That saddens me.
You need to stay with some throat lozenges.
Y'all might have to check. Y'all might have to get some air purifiers in that house because Daddy's still sick and has been for
You
a
know
while
what?
too.
I want you to understand that was my exact thought this morning. I said, I think I got to start vacuuming more, get some air purifiers, and the allergy season is coming up, so I think that is a part of the issue as well. So, just kind of trying to set myself up for success.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
you know. With that said, let's get into El Shiando, porque we got a lot of cover today.
Cover that.
You're listening to Spark FM. Online.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
The People Station. What is that? What is that? Spark FM.
Oh, big old freak. Leave me alone. Let me sing to the people. Good morning, everybody on the check-in. We see you guys all. Good morning, Evans. How are you? Rochelle, she said that Handmaid's Tales has started. Tony did watch the whole 3-season
Season opening.
Yep, them already. Evandisa, bom dia, familia.
Hi, Evan Disa.
Schneider, what kind of language are you speaking today?
Schneider.
Shakay, what it do?
Happy
What?
birthday, big happy birthday shout out to Kendall. She is 17. She is Nicole's daughter, and she is 17. So big happy birthday shout out to her today.
Hey, Kendall.
And happy birthday, big happy birthday shout out to our little cousin who turned 15 years old yesterday.
Ridiculous.
Happy birthday, Dylan. I can't believe he's 15.
I remember when that boy was born.
Do you remember when he was a baby? We went to breakfast that time, and now look, he's 15.
Good morning, Wonder. Good morning, Jenna. We'd like to see all of our crew lining up today to speak to us about these world
Rochelle,
events.
how are you?
Rochelle is getting ready for her big day soon.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
So excited. Let's get into the show. Today is April 10th.
Yeah.
We are exactly 10 days out from the big bad 5-year anniversary of Spark FM Online right here at the Spark FM headquarters. And you guys are all invited. Let me tell y'all something. Real
Hear
quick
me
before we
good.
start. Hear me good.
Mm-hmm.
Rich around and retch around. If y'all don't show up here on 420 between the hours of 2 and 8 and take a picture to document that you was here, you are in big trouble.
You're going to be banned from listening.
You're going to be banned from listening for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. The same punishment everybody else here at the station gets, 2 weeks. Y'all going to get 2 weeks too.
2 weeks.
That's all we going to do. If they giving Whoopi Goldberg 2 weeks for misbehaving, y'all gonna get 2 weeks too. Don't come back here after.
I love Whoopi Goldberg.
Y'all can come listen, but you can't type in the comment section.
Yes.
Huh?
How about that?
Get you right there.
You can listen, but you can't have fun.
Yes, you can listen, but you can't engage. That's what we're gonna tell you. This is a threat. We are threatening you to show up at our free festive celebration.
Non-hostile threat.
Before you get in trouble.
Shoot.
That's all we gotta say today.
Yep.
Putting our damn foot down.
Down. On your neck.
Neck down.
Neck.
And I feel like it's going to be good weather because the weather
It is.
seems like it's warming up a little earlier now.
And just in case it ain't, we got it inside. Indoor, outdoor.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Booyah.
What's the
Boom.
excuse? It's after church on Easter where y'all shouldn't be out anyways. And it is also 420 and we got an outdoor tent.
Oh. What they gonna be doing out there on 420 in the tent outside?
They're going to be elevating their minds. There's going to be performances. There's going to be DJs. There's going to be food. There's going to be dancing. There might be some scavengers hunching.
Hunching.
I'm
I'm gonna come for the hunching.
There's going to be so many things. You coming for the hunching?
I'm for the hunching part.
I'm coming get hunched. You could probably do that. Meet a nice man. Meet a nice woman. There's only 2 genders. So that's what it's that freaking White House. The freaking White House. We'll talk about later about Tanya Fernandez Anderson and her media thingy.
Yes.
But the White House themselves said that they will not take questions from anybody who uses pronouns in their names.
I hear them because I can't stand that shit either, to be honest with you. I'm not mad at it. I'm not. That's the one thing that I'm not mad at.
Like you can't pick and choose who you gonna take questions from.
Just take questions from the one that look like a man and the one that look like a woman.
The views expressed by Miss Tony are not the views expressed by Spark FM. We are a non-binary, bipartisan platform for all to feel inclusive.
Y'all could be
except
that.
for MAGA.
Y'all could be that if you want to. However, me, it look like a man.
Look, they all telling you to behave yourself.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because we're gonna get canceled.
Take it back then.
Do they still cancel people anymore?
No, if Diddy ain't canceled yet, then I'm
if
good.
Kanye ain't canceled, then there's nothing that I can possibly say that you guys could be upset about. Nothing.
Yeah.
And I dare you to be upset about it.
Yeah.
It's a threatening ass day today.
Yes, threaten everybody.
Tell you guys what is going on. All right, so today is April 10th. It is approximately 9:40 a.m. Mostly sunny skies today. High in the 54. Winds in the east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So that means it's looking like a nice little heating up day. Tonight's going to drop down to 36. And currently there's only a 1% chance of precipitation. So it's going to be a nice, dry, sunny day. And that's what I like. That is exactly what I
Me too.
like.
I'm tired of wearing coats.
Me too. I didn't wear one today.
Me.
I wore my nice overthrow. my nice Nike overthrow, like a small blanket that you can wrap around your body. So I'll be sleeping many times today. Yeah. Do you wear coats?
No.
Nope. You
I
either?
wore my vest.
Did you find your coat?
No. Yes.
Oh,
I
good.
did.
Oh, good. Because Tristan had lost his coat.
I left it out of
No,
gate.
Christmas. Where is your coat?
I forgot to shout out to a family. Shout out to Oma. I DJ'd over the weekend. I DJ'd a 98th birthday party.
Oh, that's
You said
beautiful.
98?
98 years old.
Wow.
That's a blessing.
Wow.
It was interesting when she got the mic to her.
What did she say?
Not really. I heard 89. So I think her mother died at 89.
Oh.
And that's pretty much what I heard.
Okay.
But
Well,
she was very nice.
it's I think it's so dope. When you can make it to that age, when you're so close to 100, because you've literally lived through everything.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about us too, not in the current. By the time that this president is done, we would have lived through so many things: a civil war, a world war, the revoking of equal and civil rights. We've gone through a pandemic. We've gone through a complete digital change from no digital to computers to smartphones.
Damn,
like
making
we
me feel
would have,
old.
we would have ran the gamut of everything. Like the pandemic on top of that. Like, when's the last pandemic? Syphilis?
Wow.
Measles?
Wow.
I don't know. Let me see.
Syphilis.
Before
It's the
COVID,
black lung.
Black plague.
Black plague.
That was the last pandemic.
the last, yep. Before COVID, it was 2009. I was born for that too.
What was
no,
that?
It's a lie. In 2009, an old ghost of pandemics past were resurrected, the swine flu. So we lived through the swine flu, the spread across the globe, the second pandemic caused by H1N1 influenza virus, the same virus involved in the 1918 pandemic. And like in 1918 pandemic, it's so small reading. Golly, I need my reading glasses. Swine flu did not disproportionately
After 40,
affect
you
the
definitely
very
need readers.
the very old, with 80% of the global virus-related death toll occurring in people younger than 65 years old. While the World Health Organization officially declared the swine flu pandemic as ending in August of 2010, the virus still circulates as a seasonal flu virus, still causing illness, hospitalization, and deaths worldwide.
Was that the H1N1?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think, was the H1N1 that crazy?
I don't know.
I remember it, but was it that crazy?
I think it was.
Like,
But it wasn't
as bad
like
as COVID.
lockdown. It wasn't, it
Yeah.
wasn't as bad as COVID. It was
I
just,
wonder how come, because it only affects a certain amount of people?
Maybe. I mean, I
Interesting.
remember that there was a good number of the population that was affected, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's what we've been through. So you guys should tap yourselves on the back and make sure that you guys are feeling great about, all the things that you've done. With that said, let's go, Tony. with
Hey.
the local news.
All right, so I'll save do we want to get into Tanya first? Mm-hmm. All right, so this is a very highly opinionated piece that we saw, and so I'll read it. And this Boston Herald is a pain in the.
Do you want to get into
And,
this?
I
Let's
do
get
have
into
the-
this
the-
first.
the-
And,
Yes, do it.
and the going on, and then we'll give you guys some updates about said.
As Anderson has announced she'll resign, and she's expected to plead guilty in a federal corruption case. WBZ's Tammy Mutasa is live in Boston now with the very latest. Tammy?
Yeah, Lisa, the counselor says she is pleading guilty and resigning because it is the right thing to do. Now the Boston City Council has to figure out what to do with her seat and how to restore public trust.
People have the right to their opinion. I think that they should afford, the privilege that everyone has to due process.
That was embattled Boston City Councilor Tanya Fernandez Anderson in December, resisting resignation in the wake of her federal corruption case. But now federal prosecutors say the 46-year-old lawmaker will plead guilty to wire fraud and theft from a program receiving federal funds. And in her own words, she's resigning, saying in a statement, "I would like to apologize to my constituents, supporters, and all who have been impacted. Please forgive me."
It's unfortunate what has happened, and it seems that there's been some
sense of justice reached here.
Fernandez Anderson could spend a year in prison if federal prosecutors have their way.
Residents of District 7 and across the city rightly should have representation, and public officials rightly should be held to a high standard. So I called initially for resignation months ago.
The feds say Fernandez Anderson hired her relative in 2022, then gave her a $13,000 bonus, but then pocketed $7,000 as a kickback amid financial struggles. As part of the plea deal, Fernandez Anderson also admitted she filed fraudulent federal income tax returns in 2021, 2022, and 2023, but won't be charged with tax offenses.
We need major ethics reform in the city of Boston.
In the interest of transparency, Councilor Flynn.
In contrast to this, what you're playing, can you play this clip here? I just pasted it in.
All right. You want me to wrap this up or keep?
Yeah.
Going.
Stop this.
Stop this.
Yeah, let's stop this one and play this one. This is from Channel 5 yesterday. Yes. So this is what was going on yesterday, because this is just repeating what already happened. This is from like yesterday, because this is a new what's going on.
Okay. I got you. All right, give me 1 minute. You want to give them a briefing?
Yep. So yesterday this Tammy Mutasa that we were just listening to, she was talking about when she accepted the plea and she decided that she's going to plead guilty and all of that. So yesterday she showed up to a city council meeting after she had said that she was taking the plea. So this is her first time showing up to a city council meeting, and this is Channel 5 and her apparently have an issue.
All day long here outside her office at Boston City Hall to try to speak with her. And when I did finally catch up with her to ask her about these federal corruption charges that she's agreed to plead guilty to, she really didn't say much.
What's your message to your constituents?
I've answered you already.
You haven't.
I have.
No, like
I made a statement and I said, please respect my privacy.
Embattled Boston City Councilor Tanya Fernandez Anderson dodging our questions. She showed up for a city council meeting one day after agreeing to plead guilty to federal corruption charges. At first refusing to talk with us, appearing to record us with her cell phone before handpicking another reporter to speak to.
Oh, Channel 5. Can we go to I think we should go to my office.
Sure. Why won't you talk to me?
Channel 5, no comments for you? Thank you.
Fernandez Anderson was accused of taking a $7,000 kickback from a relative she hired at Boston City Hall. Prosecutors say the cash exchange happened in a bathroom at City Hall. You said in the statement you're asking for forgiveness. Why is that?
You're still talking about it.
Well, I'm asking you about your statement.
I'm saying that is the only statement I'm making.
Can you share why you're asking for forgiveness? Or when you plan to resign?
Talking about it.
Can you share when you plan to resign?
I can tell you this. I have to think about it thoroughly with my advisory council. Decision certainly has to include them. And as soon as I know, I will definitely discuss.
Fernandez Anderson agreed to plead guilty to 1 count of wire fraud and 1 count of theft. She's facing 1 year plus 1 day in prison. Some say she should step aside immediately.
Now knowing that she has pleaded guilty, I think that is behind us and we need to move forward to make sure that District 7 is properly represented.
Now, Fernandez Anderson is still a Boston City Councilor. She's still collecting a city paycheck. And even though she's agreeing to plead guilty to federal corruption charges, they can't hold a special election for her seat until she officially resigns, which she has yet to do.
Can you not get fired?
We're live inside Boston City Hall. Charmin KDW.
Wow.
Yeah. So I saw that yesterday and I was like, oh, this is cringe. It was super cringy to me. And so that, and then after that, the Herald put out this article just pretty much like berating her and giving some information about her. We know that this is very highly opinionated. Evans is saying she has no love for Channel 5. Channel 5 probably broke the story, and they did. The Herald article mentions how Channel 5 was the only one that was there when she was arrested. And I don't know what else they've said about it, but it seems like she really does have like an issue with Channel 5 in particular, but a few other news.
What Evans just said seems like she might be up for deportation as well.
Really?
She is an immigrant.
No, but for real, has that?
Yeah, that's too. Well, Ibn just said it, and someone else just said it to me too. Like
Really?
she could be up for deportation. Listen, they are getting deported for less. Let's
that's
just
very
be super.
interesting.
Isn't that a different, a very interesting turn of events?
I would say, for me, it's you got to navigate this right now. This time is very important for her because the people that aren't for her are looking for every reason to come at her.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
you can't give them any gas. You can't fuel them up. You gotta play. You gotta be just cool and calm and just be professional.
My mom always says to us that you gotta kiss until you can kick,
Yep,
right?
yep.
And so, and not literally, but you just gotta you gotta fake it till you make it. That's a real thing. And I think that in this case, it's just I don't know. It's just so very, very unfortunate for something that was just clearly a stupid mistake.
Yeah.
That's why it was news, though. That's why it was news for them because she gave them news.
Yeah.
She wouldn't give them answers, so they made news out of it.
Yeah.
For me, I'm controversial again. I believe that you should be able to pick who you want to talk to. Like if you know that somebody is not going to portray you in a good way and you might have some feelings towards them, I can't see myself lining up excited to speak to them when they're following me down the hallway.
So I agree with that, but
even them putting that on the media was a ploy to make her look crazy, because you could have walked away when she said she didn't want to talk to you. She doesn't have to give you a story. But
my opinion on that is that this is the media, and the media is doing their job. Not only that, it's not like it was just Channel 5 that was there. There were a whole bunch of media people, and for her, like I don't know. Like I said, it was cringy for me. It just didn't look good, and I feel like I think we know that we've learned that city councilors are just regular people, but I think that it looked a little unprofessional.
She seemed a little stressed. She got vacation or something.
She needs to. There's probably reporters outside her house, outside her car, outside everywhere she goes, like just in her face.
Not even reporters. We know, like in Boston, people come out the woodworks in the comments section.
Yep. They are probably
all over.
Death threatening her, all kinds of stuff, and depending on what news source you go to, you're gonna feel that even more. So it was a stupid thing to have to put yourself into that position. But at this point, you got to control what you can control, and one thing that you can control is who you choose to give your voice to.
So your question just now, can you not be fired because they're saying that she's still getting the salary? She has said that she's pleading guilty, or she has pled guilty. She is still continuing to get the story, and you said, can they not be fired? I
was Googling it just now, but hold on, we have a live call.
I have a question for you guys. Do you think the media overstepped their boundaries the moment she said, I don't want to talk? Because normally they don't follow people to the elevator to find out a story. It's like overstepping their boundaries.
I think it was a ploy to make her look crazy, and it worked, because now people think that she's being she's being combative. She doesn't want to talk to us. Well, then stop talking to her. You don't have to get the story. You don't have to get the story. Like we're seeing it in the White House now. Donald Trump and that no-lip girl picks and chooses exactly who they want to talk to and who they want to whatever. As a media, you either get the story or you don't. You're not obligated to get that.
I agree with you, but she could have also said no comment and just,
Well, she was following her with the camera in her face at the elevator. So again, I'm not trying to be controversial or whatever. That's just how I feel about it. But this situation shouldn't be the conversation in the first place, because this should have never happened. And that's the bottom line. Like, it was a very, very, silly. It was an unfortunate series of unfortunate events that took place that just should not be accepted. And like, back to your question, it says that most government employees, including most state and local employees, have a right to due process and can only be fired for cause. So wouldn't this be the cause to fire her and wonder why they're waiting for a resignation? But I think, didn't Carlos say something about by death, dishonor, or the people choose to stay in these government positions by death, dishonor, or displacement or something? There's 3 Ds that people choose to not do this. They're saying that because she's not They have 180 days. She has to resign before 180 days of the next election so they can do a special election in her place to have somebody represent that district. If she waits until after the 80 days, then they have to go through the whole campaign cycle to elect someone else.
Mm-hmm. She said just now in that news thing that they can't do a special election for her yet, so that means that's not within 180 days. Is that why?
They can do it now if she resigns now.
If she resigns
now, before the 180 days. If the 180, that's May 8th.
Yep.
By May 8th, if she doesn't resign, then they have to do a whole entire campaign cycle like the rest of everybody else. So they can do it right now and get something done within a certain amount of time, or she'll wait until the 8th and then they'll have to just, like it's just a regular election.
Okay. No,
which is interesting. I wonder what would be the Tuesday when we come in here, we'll ask Carlos Enriquez about all of these rules and regulations.
Yeah.
What's the 2 questions? I'll put them in there now. Okay, so keep on going.
Officials say 2 elementary age students wandered away from a Dorchester school during recess. So school administrators are investigating after 2 young students wandered away unsupervised on Wednesday afternoon. A Boston Public Schools spokesman said 2 students at the King Elementary School in Dorchester left the school grounds as their class was transitioning to outdoor recess. A staff member found the students, who were safe and unharmed, the spokesperson said. "We take the safety of our students very seriously, and the matter will be fully addressed consistent with BPS policy." It's unclear how long the students went unnoticed or how far away from the school they traveled. Boston police also responded to the incident. So they just, where they was going.
When they wandered off to?
During recess, they just walked away from the school.
There was no chaperone.
There was no teacher. There was no monitor. Recess monitor or whatever it is.
Paraprofessional and
wasn't it too cold for the kids to be outside yesterday?
Where did they wander?
They said they didn't wander far and they weren't gone long. But where the hell they was going? I don't know. That's weird.
I'd be so pissed. Why are you wandering? They ain't got no enclosed gate.
I don't understand what happened.
What is wandering? There's no. Where are you going?
That's what I thought. They in the schoolyard with a gate surrounding it to protect it from intruders. Where did they wander to and for what?
I don't know.
What school is it?
The King School.
How it doesn't say their age?
No, it just says
they're
2
elementary.
Young students. It's definitely elementary.
Okay.
That's weird. That's King School's on Lawrence Ave, correct?
Oh, death, dishonor, or defeat. Thank you.
Yes.
But I feel like
ain't this dishonor? That's what I was thinking as soon as you said the first 2. I didn't even need to know what the third one was. I was like, we already got it. We got the answer right there. But anyhow,
I did. I also did reach out to her yesterday, and just to say, keep your head up and whatever. She seems to be in very positive spirits and things like that. Yeah.
Happy to hear that.
Yeah. Well, positive spirits in
relatively.
Yes, in respect to whatever.
As good as can be expected.
Yes, praise to Allah.
Next one.
Is that Elijah?
Oh. Respect for the law, respect for the law.
Respect for the law. Respect for the law.
Respect for the law. Respect for the law.
I snapped. Former doctor admits to killing wife and dumping her body in the pond. Damn. This is in Dover, Massachusetts. Yes, a former doctor from Massachusetts admitted during court testimony that he killed his wife and got rid of her body in a pond, saying he was afraid of her.
All right.
Snap.
Crying on the stand, 63-year-old Ingolf Turk, the former chief of urology at St. Elizabeth's Hospital in Brighton, recounts the night he says his 3rd wife, Kathleen McLean, got angry about a text from another woman and hit him over the head with a glass.
I grabbed her.
Where?
On the neck.
How?
He grabbed her by the neck and choked her out. I'm so sad.
What happened?
He killed his wife.
Oh, that was the end of the clip?
Oh, yeah. The stars wanted to wrap it up.
LaWanda says she busted him in the head. And then he grabbed her by the neck and drowned her in the pond?
Yeah. He grabbed her by the neck and drowned her in the pond. He says he's former chief of urology, crying on the witness stand. He said, I snapped, I grabbed her by the neck. She kind of flailed around and we fell on the floor together. Turk testified that once McLean was dead, he carried her out of the house, put her in the passenger seat of their car, drove to a nearby pond, dumped her body in the water. He also admitted he used rocks to weigh her body down. He said he wanted her body out of the house so that her 3 children wouldn't find her. He said this all happened during a very volatile time. The couple was going through a divorce, and it was the COVID-19 pandemic. In closing arguments on Wednesday, the prosecution tried to paint him as a man who wasn't honest with police and really didn't want to give up the house to McLean. The defense asked if he intended to kill his wife, and he said no.
What did he think? What did he think was going to happen when he
grabbed her by the neck?
Grabbed her by the neck and choked her out. And then when he didn't intend to kill her, so then why did he wrap rocks around her?
She was dead. She died
Yeah.
when he grabbed her by the neck and they fell to the ground. And I guess he probably snapped her neck, and then she died. But he didn't intend to kill her. He just wanted to choke her.
And then after that, he decided to just kind of drown her in the bottom of the ocean by wrapping rocks around her foot.
Yeah, because he didn't want the kids to find her.
Why is it always the rich white people?
Because
he was
there's
the
no-
head. He was the head of the department.
Because there's no checks and balances when you get that high in life. Nobody's telling you that you're a terrible person. And that's crazy.
I mean,
what?
At least I guess the thing that we can say here is that he admitted it. He confessed to it and didn't try to hide it. I don't know what the good outcome about this is. That's awful. It's awful. I really hate these stories about husbands killing their wives because that is such a violation of trust and everything else. They were going through a divorce. It was during the pandemic. It was a volatile time. I'm not making any excuses, but that's just really awful. I hate that. Categorically illegal. U.S. Attorney for Massachusetts slams safe injection sites.
Me too.
U.S. Attorney, what's her name? Leah Foley shot back at a local newspaper advocating for the state to ignore federal law and authorize safe injection sites where people can safely use pre-obtained illegal drugs under supervision. Safe injection sites, harm reduction sites.
Sorry. Say that line again. Doesn't that sound silly? Say it again.
Shout out to Finn's Fusion for this fresh cup of fresh ginger tea. Oh my gosh, that is delightful. People can safely use pre-obtained illegal drugs under supervision.
Pre-obtained illegal drugs.
So it's like BYOD.
What is it? Why is that sentence a good?
BYOC. Bring your own crack.
Why is that a thing? Why is that a legal thing that you can safely inject pre-obtained illegal substances in supervised by somebody who is legal watching you do some illegal?
So what does that mean? Basically, like I know what it means, right?
Yes.
But basically, you can bring your drugs there and shoot up, and in case you might OD, somebody will save you.
Narcan, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice. That's like, then why don't they have like legal murder injections, legal murder sites? I could come here to this place and murder you right here, and it will be safe for you to carry out your mission.
Why is prostitution still illegal?
Good question.
I don't understand.
Maybe they need a legal prostitution site,
right?
A brothel,
right?
Or a small hole trap, a trap house.
Yeah,
is a nice place where you can go and sell your katang.
I mean, if we're doing things like that, then let's make safe places to do all illegal things. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Safe
I don't
injection
know
sites.
how this is. Isn't that encouraging me to continue to do the drugs? Isn't that more of an encouragement than a deterrent of doing illegal drugs?
So what's safe about the site?
It's supervised, so just in case you pass out or something, there's somebody, a nurse there will bring you back to life. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so they can give you life-saving
And then you
procedures.
can get up, and then you can go and find some more illegal drugs and come back. That must be dope, though. Like, I got so high, I died. They brought me back to life, and I know I wanted that high again. So I went back and got some more and died again, and they brought me back to life. That's lit. I'll come here, too.
No. But I mean, I think that's what getting high is, right? You keep chasing the best high that you ever got.
Absolutely, and the best high that you ever got is the one that almost kill you.
The near-death one, yeah, that's wild. Safe injection sites, harm reduction sites, or however they are branded by advocates, are categorically illegal and do nothing to help people overcome their addictions. To the contrary, they facilitate destructive behavior that ruins lives, consumes families, and devastates communities, Foley said. The Lowell Sun published an editorial Sunday with the headline, "Fed's blind eye would give safe inject sites sites a try, calling for a limited pilot basis approval of safe injection sites, which are illegal on the federal level. Has the time finally arrived to challenge prevailing federal law in an effort to save addicts' lives, the Sun posted. I have a one-word answer to the editorial's opening question. No, Foley said in a statement on Wednesday. And I agree with her. No, she's against it.
Okay, good.
In Massachusetts, more than 2,125 people died of an overdose in 2023, down from the state's record high in 2022 of 2,357 deaths. The state's drug supply continues to be heavily contaminated with synthetic opioid fentanyl, according to DPH, which said fentanyl was present in 90% of the fatal opioid-related overdoses in 2023. I agree with her on that.
Yeah.
I sincerely agree. That's crazy. Student slashed with knife by classmate outside of Brockton School. The incident happened during school dismissal outside the Joseph Plouffe Middle School. Did we talk about this yesterday? No.
No, I haven't.
Go ahead.
In Brockton was stabbed by a classmate. The incident happened as school was letting out at Plouffe Middle School yesterday. School officials say a student slashed another student with a blade. The injured student is expected to recover. The other is in police custody.
That's
middle schools?
You know, those Brockton schools kind of are getting a little kind of a bad rap, aren't they? There's a lot of things happening in the Brockton
Well,
schools.
not just the I think the kids, what they doing, stabbing each
The
other.
children as a whole.
Children as a whole.
I feel like it's performative culture. You know, like the kids are literally trying to do anything for likes and viral moments and this influencer type things. Yesterday I was seeing on Netflix.
Yeah.
They have a like bad influence. It's child influencers.
Yeah.
And how they pick each other to start dating at this like a small age of 8. And then the children start to follow these YouTubers as they fake date at like 8 to 10 years old.
Oh, see, this
is where we're at. Like if I pick a fight in school, then somebody's gonna tape it. It's gonna go viral, and then I'm gonna get mad followers. And now I'm getting a brand deal from Snapchat.
Everything is content now.
Yeah.
I blame baddies. Zeus Network.
Zeus Network is definitely the catalyst for all of this foolishness, or the
damn children don't even want to go to the job fair to get a job because they want to fight on site. And
do you think the kids that were part of that probably were bragging about it? You think they have their TikToks and Snapchats videos like, look what we did?
Yo, we was in there.
And we made the news.
They just shut us down. Oh, yo. Ronnie made the news. Yo, come look at this because we was on the news. Where are you? Children.
Anyhow, you guys do. Parents, we have a responsibility for our kids. Pray for them, hold them close, shelter your kids, because look how good your kids can grow up if they live a sheltered life.
Oh, you're the example.
Us?
We are the example.
I was a rebel.
Yeah, mommy told me a good story yesterday about how she had to tap you up one time.
Why? When you guys
disturbed
me from dating?
Yes, exactly.
I
At
was
13.
dating.
She was 13 years old.
I was dating.
Snuck out the house and went on her bicycle.
I didn't
dating.
sneak. I was riding around on my bicycle. My boyfriend that I was in love with was down the street at the neighbor's house. So I drove there to look at him.
I'm glad you got spanked that night.
I got a scene from that movie from Macaulay Culkin back in the day when he got stung by the bee.
Oh, that was such a good movie.
What was that?
I don't know.
I forget. All right.
Oh, Lean on Me.
No, not Lean on Me.
It's something with a little white girl and they was best friends.
Yeah. But yeah, you sounded like the little girl riding the bike.
Because we was in love.
Mm-hmm.
What is that movie called? Lawanda, what's the movie called? My
Girl.
That's
yes.
That's
I didn't even look before I asked Lawanda, and she already did it.
I knew that Lawanda was gonna do it. That's why I was just like, I don't know. Lawanda knows.
Hello,
Dr. Renegade. So Herb Chambers is paying $11.8 million in a settlement over PPP loan fraud allegations.
Herb Chambers.
Herb
Chambers is worth like $3 to $4 billion. There is no way that you should have been taking out a PP anything.
A P. Massachusetts car magnate.
Boy, I messed up, boy.
Herb Chambers has agreed to pay $11.8 million to the federal government. That ain't nothing for him.
Wow, that's a lot though.
It's nothing.
That is nothing for him.
It's $4 billion.
Yeah, $11.8 million to the federal government to resolve allegations that his complaints fraudulently applied for and received pandemic small business relief loans. I'm sure he was like, just give it to them.
Then he just sold his company for like $3 billion. He's probably like, just take that out of my sellings.
Chambers, several of his companies, and James Jushusu, an officer in one of the businesses, agreed to the settlement. The U.S. Attorney's Office said in Wednesday. In 2020, the Paycheck Protection Program was started to assist small businesses struggling during the COVID-19 pandemic. On April 30th of 2020, the Small Business Administration established a new rule for the program that businesses part of a single corporate group could not receive more than $20 million in PPP loans.
How much did he get?
I don't think it said yet.
11.8.
That's how much he's paying back. I don't know how much
Oh.
he got. According to prosecutors, when the rule went into effect on April 30th, 8 of the chamber's companies had applied for but not received funding for PPP loans. Prosecutors alleged that a few months after a bank canceled those unfunded loans because of the $20 million cap, the 8 companies reapplied for the PPP loans with a different bank, which funded the applicants. The PPP was created to provide a financial lifeline to small businesses struggling to stay afloat during the unprecedented COVID crisis, not to serve as a funding mechanism for companies that sought to evade programs. Leah Foley, busy, isn't she?
She's working.
Oh, she is busy. One of the issues has been identified. Mr. Chambers directed that management work cooperatively and diligently with federal authorities to rectify and to resolve the situation. The settlement acknowledges their cooperation. All PPP loans proceeds were used for proper purposes, and there is no allegation otherwise. So yes, he was just like, just settle it. Give it to him. Whatever.
I just feel like I just wish that we had been a little bit more ready, because we could have probably got a cool meal if I had applied for a PPP. I would have had a whole staff of about 57 people.
How do you get in trouble with a PPP? Why? Because you're misappropriating the funds or what?
That's a really, really great question, because
Making false claims.
How do I know? Like, there ain't even enough IRS workers right now after Elon fired them to even know who
Do
made
we
a false
still
claim.
got an IRS?
I don't know. I think they canceling it.
Yeah. Aren't they getting rid of the IRS? I think so.
Not yet.
I just don't know what's happening.
Nobody knows. We're all just here. We're all just here waiting for whatever's going to happen. MBTA train collides with a tractor trailer in Canton. The footage of this is wild. No injuries were reported Wednesday when an MBTA commuter train collided with a tractor trailer truck in Canton, Massachusetts. The collision happened at the railroad crossing on Pine Street at about 1:40 p.m. on Wednesday.
All right, let me see. Here goes the clip.
Look at this though. That's crazy.
Passenger injured after train
Oh, where's the audio at?
Oh, wow.
Oh, there's no audio.
Wow.
There's no audio?
Oh.
Despair. It was just surreal. It was 3 crashes along this line here in Canton in just the last several weeks. Though, it was the most serious, destroying that truck and taking out mechanical equipment along the tracks.
Look.
The crushing impact pushed the tractor trailer down the tracks, taking out a utility pole. The driver, running from the truck, escaped with just moments to spare. It was just surreal. It was crazy. I can't believe it happened. I can't believe I caught the clip.
No, he was behind them.
Was just behind the truck on Pine Street and recorded the heart-dropping collision.
The truck was going across the tracks, and the ding ding ding, the posts came down, and he was literally stuck. There was nothing that he could do.
The train was headed to Stoughton at 1:45 with passengers on board. One was taken to the hospital with minor injuries.
I ended up speaking to a couple of women who were on the train walking back, and they said that it was a pretty hard, a jolt.
The collision marks the 3rd time in a span of just weeks that commuter trains have collided with vehicles at crossings in Canton.
20-some years here, these 3 are the only ones I'm actually aware of. So it's very unusual.
As crews clean up the damage from the latest crash, the MBTA will now try to determine why the truck got caught in such a dangerous path.
Yeah.
I would like to know that as well.
Yeah. They said the gates came down around the truck.
Mm-hmm.
And why as a truck, wouldn't you crash through that gate rather than stand there?
Why the hell is the gate's coming down so close to the train approaching? Shouldn't at a certain checkpoint at like a mile out or something, the gates start coming on and flashing lights and saying, hey, there's a train approaching and things. We're in 2025. Have a goddamn countdown if you need to. Train approaching in 1 second.
But they do that because I used to take the Amtrak and it's pretty loud.
But clearly not this one because we saw the gates
and they
being
said this
lowered
is the third
around
time in a few weeks.
Something. There's a dysfunction there that it's not. It must not be hitting the sensors that bring it down on time or something like that. Yeah. And I would like to go out there and investigate it.
Good morning, Fresh Jan. I don't know if that person makes me
Morning,
laugh.
Fresh.
Good morning.
Fresh is back.
Fresh is back. So that is the local news for today. Around the way news for today. Quick commercial break. Be right back. Saucy and Friends in the morning.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
What is this, Doctor? This is the Spark of New England, Spark FM. Bringing the heat back to the airwaves. Turn us up. All right, let's take a look.
Boston, Moonbug Productions proudly presents Crowns, a powerful and jubilant musical mixing gospel, jazz, and a little bit of hip-hop. Hats take center stage with an uplifting story exploring black history, identity, and the power of sisterhood through the eyes of a young black woman. It's a celebration of self-expression, tradition, and of course, fabulous hats. Get ready to clap your hands and tap your feet because these ladies have serious attitude. Don't miss Crowns. Opening April 11th through May 4th at the Arrow Street Arts in Cambridge. Tickets are just $55 at arrowstreetarts.org. And for flexible pricing, check out Pay What You Wish option at the box office. Crowns. April 11th through May 4th. Come for the hats, stay for the celebration.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information.
Praise the Lord, City of Boston. This is Brother Chris right here on Spark FM.
Come on, sing it.
Bringing you Sunday morning worship each and every Sunday morning, 6 to 10 a.m. Let's get our praise on.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-Made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad. Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path, because when you talk, they hear you. Learn more at underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Each and every Saturday night from 6 to 9 p.m. inside the Avenue, where you bring the drinks and we bring the vibes. My name is Gary Banton alongside my co-host Big Trini right here in SparkFMonline.com, the number one place for soca, hip-hop, R&B, and more. Each and every Saturdays from 6 to 9 p.m. It's the Avenue.
Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music. Spark FM. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits from reggae. Spark FM.
If you no mess with the way you are gonna see a million. We got it gon' go long just like the Amazon.
Spark FM.
I know that life is not easy. No say we are for win. Walk with the camera like Jesus.
Soca. Hip hop.
Yeah, we on and we going crazy.
R&B,
With me, no, you could do damage. You could do damage.
Afrobeats, and much more. Spark FM. Spark FM.
That crack is
Woo!
it's cracking on.
Back to Spark FM Online, number one for urban and Caribbean music.
Back crack. Speaking of back crack and back hurting and all that stuff,
I was like, what the hell is a back crack?
My 9-year-old has been complaining that his back and his legs hurt.
Growing pains.
Oh, is that what it is?
I had to
was
research
like, do you think
that
I
the
need
other
to
day.
take him to the doctor? You think he got some?
Research growing pains.
Oh,
yeah.
He just, mommy, my back hurts. It hurts so bad. And yesterday he had to have a seat because he all kinds of. Is he gonna be tall?
Well, his father is 9'7", so probably
He better be.
He's such a young old soul.
If he don't reach 5'11", I'm gonna be upset.
I like when I meet kids and it's like, oh, you done.
You've been here before.
Noah's been here before since he was a tiny baby. He used to be in that isolette with his legs crossed all the time. Uncross your legs, little boy. What's wrong? What's your problem? When we saw him that first day, he waved at us. Remember, he went like this? Boy, you ain't even supposed to be here for 4 more months. So what are you doing waving at
Put your
people?
hand down.
Put your hand down. He is old. Okay, growing pains. All right. So what I got to give him? Some
Nope, you just got to
ibuprofen or something.
Just make sure he bathed and
wear deodorant.
and wear deodorant. Yeah, you know that. CK's for the last 2 days, no, for the last week, CK's been going into the shower and coming immediately out and be like, I bathed.
Oh,
catch a black ass.
Oh yeah,
back in the goddamn.
I'd be like, no. The other day I was like, Noah, which soap did you shower with? And he was like, this one right here. I just opened that bar of soap and put it there. So which soap did you bathe with? What did they be doing in there?
He just go in and come out. But then yesterday he took a 40-minute shower and I'm like, bruh.
I definitely was guilty of that though.
What? Going in and out?
Going in and out, turn the shower on, let it run for a little bit, come out. I just
jump in and jump out. It just be enough to wet your body and then come on. I bathed. What?
Did they start wetting his face yet?
No. And we were like, see, I know you didn't bathe because your face is still not even wet. I bathed. I did like this. I went in, put the shower on, I did the soap and then get your black ass.
It's like you have to make showers fun for them. So now like Noah gets his own body wash, his own little poof or whatever like that. So okay, you use your poof, you use your body wash, all that stuff. I bought him his electric toothbrush. He brushes his teeth for like 1 minute, and then the other minute that he's supposed to be brushing his teeth, he brushes his teeth for like 30 seconds. And then the rest of the time he puts the electric toothbrush on so that the toothbrush can go all over the damn sink.
Oh, beat him. Body slam him, sis.
Did y'all grandmother? So I know my grandmother used to say raw cat. If we used to stink, she used to say, "Don't come in my house smelling like raw cat."
Oh yes, I mean probably. I don't know if she did, but she probably.
I'm sure it was Foya said it to us too. So.
Yeah, she probably told us that. I mean, up until the other day, she probably told us that.
Think about what that means, raw cat.
That's that? Yes, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's gross. Yuck. Anyhow, that's terrible. We miss her. We miss them. I can't wait to see them again.
Let's get into the national news. Hold on, let me get my intern. Bring them inside.
National news.
Hold on 1 second. Go start with that.
So the national news. Let's get into it. So what's your boy doing? What is going on? We ended the last segment talking about what is going on, and we still really don't know what's going on. Trump limits the tariffs on most nations for 90 days and raises China. Ready the other day when he put the tariffs on at 12 o'clock at midnight the other night, right? And then he flipped the switch and was like, ha, put it on. Ooh, you okay? He was like, ha ha, not doing that. Psych, you Michael Jackson.
are Temu, Shein, and Amazon's.
What?
Is it the tariffs? Yes. Do you know anything about the tariffs? I think Dante was talking about this yesterday too.
You talking about the tariffs yesterday?
Yes, Dante was talking about the tariffs yesterday too. What'd you think about them?
I think it's honestly pretty terrible. I mean, things is already expensive now, and I was on the internet yesterday when I told you all this, and they was talking about how like 125% tariff, which I already know is bad.
Yeah.
I mean, anything over 100% already sounds pretty crazy. So, you're already like 100%.
Anything
tariff.
over 25% sounds bad. I think.
And to make matters even worse, the guy that I was watching, he was going into the prices. So like, I play video games and a lot of video games, and I'm actually trying to do something with that with a career. And he was actually saying like a PS5, which normally we all know goes for like $500, which is it's not that bad to achieve. But now the price nearly like tripled, so now it's like $1,500 with these new tariffs.
Yeah,
and they said the same thing about this Nintendo Switch too. Like they have to stop the pre-orders and stuff on them. You play Nintendo Switch?
Oh yeah, I have the Switch, and I honestly don't plan on getting the second one after seeing those prices.
I got one to sell you if you want.
Yeah, and the problem is too, it's like it's already bad in Canada. It's already like $600 in Canada. So imagine with the tariffs, how bad it's gonna be here. Like if the PS5 tripled in pricing, the Nintendo Switch probably going to triple as well.
I appreciate your commentary because this is the type of things that, the youth this age are looking at and responding to as well. Because these tariffs literally affect their way of life and what they're used to right now. But maybe that's the point, to keep youth upset and things like that. I don't know.
So they can stab each other at the school?
I mean, his goal is to keep everybody upset, I guess.
Well,
because
I just read this thing on CNN. It says that there's a 90-day pause on reciprocal tariffs with expectation of China. So
with the exception of China. Yep. So and what does that mean? So it says it was seemingly an attempt to narrow what had been unprecedented trade war between the U.S. and most of the world to a showdown between the U.S. and China. The S&P 500 stock index jumped 9.5% after the announcement, but the drama over Trump's tariffs is far from over as the administration appears to be subject to the pause. Well, now from those places, what do we get?
lot more, like liquors and steels and the
T-shirts.
China. We get T-shirts from China.
No, we get T-shirts from Honduras and Pakistan.
Yes.
Have you noticed though that most of the places that are having these tariffs that the U.S. is tariffing is mostly countries that would get most of our stuff.
Exactly, because that's what he's trying to force America to make more of the goods that we need every day, but are forgetting that America needs these other places to get the things to make the things.
Yeah, it's just more expensive to make them here too.
One of our friends, Saroni, yesterday wrote something, and he was just like, if we can't get Americans want to reduce our work day to 5 hours a day, 2 days a week. What makes you think that we're gonna have enough manpower to run factories to make all the things that you want us to make it here?
They will give a lot of youth their jobs. The youth want to make content on TikTok, not work in a factory for 12 hours.
So Cerrone says, serious question for folks that want all these factory jobs to come back to America. If Americans can no longer tolerate sitting in a cubicle 5 days a week and need remote work for mental health, who the hell is going back to a factory putting small screws and microchips for 10 hours a day in a hazmat suit with a mask on for 16 hours, $16 an hour?
Well, he doesn't have to do it. So.
Exactly.
But
those are the black jobs that he said that the immigrants were taking. So that's where he wants the black people to be in the factories working hard to feel valued.
Didn't black people already build America?
Now you want us to build
everything
else of blacks.
I was gonna say, what's funny is that this is the mentality that the rich people came up with, is that you go out of the country to make all your businesses and do all your manufacturing because it's cheaper. and now they want to bring it back. So it's just hypocritical at the end of the day.
Stupid critical.
Stupid critical. That's exactly what it is. Go on.
Let's see what else we got here. We got through the Thurs. Fired St. Xavier teacher pleads guilty to sexual encounters with students. Oh boy. So in Cincinnati, a former St. Xavier High School teacher pleaded guilty Monday after she was accused of having a sexual relationship with a teenager student in 2024.
See?
Emily Nutley, 42, pleaded guilty to 2 counts of sexual battery during her first day of trial. She could face up to 10 years in prison. The former teacher was originally facing 6 felony counts of sexual battery, court records
Not
show.
battery.
The Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office previously said Nutty was in charge of a program to help students who are struggling with school. The victim, who was assigned to the program, began working with Nutty in 2023. According to prosecutors, it's not Nutty, it's Nutley. Nutley would contact
It's not any better.
would contact the student outside of school hours and sent the teen nude photos and sexually explicit messages.
Oh, man.
In a statement, prosecutors said there were multiple sexual encounters between Nutley and the student, which started in November of 2023. At least one of those encounters happened in her office at the St. Xavier's campus. Y'all don't be going in no office with no teachers.
With the door closed.
With the door
open.
On a now former St. X high school teacher accused of having sex with one of her students.
So Emily Nutley had been free on her own recognizance, but today the judge overseeing the case took back that OR bond. Mike Schell is following this story and is outside of the courthouse now with more.
That was a somewhat unusual move by a judge to increase the bond after issuing an original order. But Judge Jennifer Branch did not realize that the charges against Emily Nutley were felony counts involving a teen. 42-year-old Emily Nutley is a married mother of 3, according to her attorney.
Mother of 3.
She's facing 6 felony counts of sexual battery after prosecutors say she had sex with the 17-year-old student 3 times beginning in November 2023.
17.
They say one of those encounters was in her office on St. Xavier's campus, and the other 2 were off campus. Prosecutors say Nutley sent the teen nude photos, text messages, and sexually explicit messages. And when the teen tried to end the relationship, they say Nutley persisted with texting. Judge Jennifer Branch said she signed an OR bond to release Nutley on her own recognizance a couple of weeks ago because both attorneys agreed to it. The judge admitted she didn't even know what the case was about, but now that she does, she is changing her mind.
Once I learned that, I realized that I was not comfortable with an OR bond.
But before the judge set a monetary sanction and put restrictions on Nutley, she wanted to hear from her defense attorney and the state.
We're comfortable with whatever he feels reasonable. I spoke with the victim extensively about this. We're comfortable as is. There's been no issues so far.
Nutley's attorney agreed with the state.
There's absolutely no risk of flight to avoid prosecution. She's here with her father today. She has wonderful family support. I would ask the court to not set a monetary bond. They don't believe that at this point it's going to do anything to assure her presence.
Judge Branch did not agree with the defense attorney's recommendation.
We'll modify your bond and set a cash portion of bond at $30,000 and 10%.
Prosecutors say Nutley supervised a tutoring program at St. X to help students who were struggling academically and that the alleged victim was in that program. Judge Branch ordered that Nutley wear an ankle monitor and have no contact with her alleged victim. Nutley is scheduled back in court on January 9th for a pre-trial hearing. Her trial date has been set for April 7th.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she's 40-something years old. The child was 17. She doesn't look like what a 17-year-old would be attracted to. She looks maternal, right?
She looks like somebody's nice granny.
I don't know. I don't know. Chris,
At
we are
least the
not
other teacher
asking
looks
these young men that question that you posed there, and that's crazy.
What's the question?
Don't ask.
Y'all see what he put in there to ask them.
Oh, I see that.
No.
He's stupid.
Do you guys have attractive teachers?
Don't answer that question.
Don't answer that question. For grounds of incriminating yourself. Plead the fifth.
No, but seriously, I feel like we kind of want to know.
Yeah.
But I think that that's just a very uncomfortable situation for young men.
For both, yeah.
Yeah, because you're in this age where you're but you like who you like, and you're feeling things. And if there's an older woman who is like throwing herself at you and encouraging, like, why wouldn't you, like, you're not wrong for that. So it's just, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird.
That was my cougar.
I don't want to talk to you.
That's your cougar? That sounds like a vicious attack animal.
I know.
That's what she sounds like.
I mean, some of these young boys, they be,
Nope.
That's my boy.
I'm just now seeing a young man sitting there. Yes, we have 3 interns. All at all of the adult age. They are 18. Still children.
Yes.
Well, adult children.
Did you all see, yesterday we spoke to Lunella on the phone and she spoke about the movie she filmed in Boston, That's My Boy. Did you see that?
No.
Y'all got to see that
Was
movie.
that the one with bacon and legs?
That's the one where Adam Sandler
And they had a strip
baby
club?
with the teacher. Yeah, he was probably
a baby
in like
with
middle
the teacher?
school. He had a baby with the teacher.
I seen a clip from that movie.
It's Adam Sandler movie?
Yeah.
Is that one that has Andy Samberg in it too?
Was that?
It has Andy Samberg in it too.
I like that Andy Samberg. I don't know.
What is the Andy Samberg?
He's a boy.
He's a boy. Let me look at it.
I remember it was a court scene. And, she was yelling at him when she was getting put out the court or something.
Okay. That's not the one with the strip club where they had the strip club called Bacon and Legs.
Andy Samberg is a former New Hampshire state senator.
No, that's not the one. That's not him.
You know the show Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yes. That's him. He's in. Yeah, you know that boy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That one. He looked like an Andy Samberg.
I know what
like
you're talking
name.
about. Yeah, yes, he do.
I'm gonna watch that. So what is it? What was it about? A teacher that had a baby with a net?
No, what's the name of it?
That's My Boy. Adam Sandler had a baby.
Oh,
he was in
yes.
middle school and had a baby with his teacher.
Really?
Yeah.
That's My Boy. Okay.
That's so.
I watched that movie before.
Are you?
It's a New England-based movie too.
Don't ask them Caller, you're live.
Hey,
Hey.
everybody.
Wow.
Hey, Schneider. What it do?
Hey, what's going on? I was bringing up That's My Boy. I wrote in the comments. Did you know that's based on a true story? It's actually really sad, the real story. I don't know how they made it into a comedy.
Really?
But the woman's name was Mary Letourneau.
Yeah, we know that story.
Yeah.
She had. The teacher died a few
I remember 2 of them, but I guess she died in prison.
Yeah. But they had like 3 kids together, and he's still raising the children. Of course,
He was in love with her.
He was in love with her. They got married, and she left her other husband and her other kids, and got married to the little boy, and they raised their family together.
Don't call him a little boy. He's a grown ass.
Well, he's a grown man now, but he was, 23 years younger than her, I think, or something like that. But yeah, so that's based on that. There's also a Netflix movie that they made, like a real, based on the real story, with that.
So my comment on that is, I'm glad that they're starting to take this seriously, because at that time she raped him the first time.
Yeah.
She had, I think. She didn't go to jail. She must have had probation, I guess.
Yeah.
So they didn't even take it seriously. And then a year later, the kid was 11, so now he's 12.
Yep.
A 12-year-old with 2 children.
Yeah.
And he's from somewhere he can't go back home, and she basically could have ruined his life. But
yeah, they ended up getting married and raised their family together until she passed away. And I think that her ex.
Now this woman
is
potentially going to go to jail. So
and then the one that we read about last week, the one that had the kids wearing the scream mask when they were running the train on her.
Which is crazy.
Oh yeah, all 6 of them were like pretty much a classroom.
Yeah, it was like 10 of them.
Yeah, that's she's got to go inside under the jail. They need to put her first, go straight inside, and then dig a hole and put her there, because that's crazy.
I wonder if they're gonna make a movie out of that one.
They
that
would have to be a blue movie.
Imagine they already have
That's
that
the whole
movie.
the sequel.
That's a mess. Thank you for calling,
Schneider.
Next subject, because I'm uncomfortable. Michelle Obama addresses Barack divorce rumors, and I've been hearing this a lot. Addresses Barack divorce rumors after stepping away from the limelight, and she says, "I choose to do what was best for me." So Michelle Obama is blasting rumors that she and Barack Obama are divorcing. And here's the thing. She better never let him go.
Shh, girl. Because I'm going to be right there like, hello, happy birthday, Mr. President.
Girl, I'm gonna be the first one in the line. The former First Lady addressed the unfounded gossip while explaining why she decided to take a step back from the spotlight on Wednesday's episode of Sophia Bush's Work in Progress podcast. The interesting thing is that when I say no, for the most part, people are like, I get it, and I'm okay, Michelle shared, referring to how she's been skipping several public political events that her husband attended solo. Go ahead. You have the clip.
Being catty by saying this, it's like there were 10 years when I couldn't stand my husband.
Yeah.
The state of Barack and Michelle Obama's relationship has always sparked curiosity. And lately, the chatter's only gotten louder. From divorce speculation to bizarre rumors like Barack dating Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
It's been a lot. And now the former president has made a surprise. Barack recently told Hamilton College president Stephen Tepper, "I was in a deep deficit with my wife, so I have been trying to dig myself out of that hole by doing occasionally fun things." It's not the first time he's opened up about the strain.
I'm sorry, Tony.
I mean, what do people think? People thought that they don't have arguments and they don't have disagreements. The man was the president for 8 years.
Yeah.
And he was campaigning for many years before that.
Yep.
I'm almost certain, and then being president and doing things that maybe sometimes she didn't agree with, or the fact that he's the president of the United States and very busy, and their marriage and their family most likely took a back seat to him running the country.
Yeah.
He's not Donald Trump who gets, to have a golf brunch with them every day and hang out and things like that.
She says, and that's the thing that we as women struggle with, disappointing people. She continued, so much so that they couldn't even fathom that I was making a choice for myself. They had to assume that my husband and I were divorcing. Michelle laughed at the concept of ending her marriage and scoffed at the idea that she couldn't possibly be a grown woman just making a set of decisions for herself.
Hey,
she says, but that's what society does to us. We actually finally start going, what am I doing? Who am I doing this for? And if it doesn't fit into the sort of stereotype that what people think we should do, then it gets labeled as something negative and horrible.
Clock it.
I was no.
Yes.
That's the new lingo.
We used it. Yes.
Michelle explained that at the age of 61, she feels it's time to take big girl decisions in her life and own it fully. If not now, then when? What am I waiting for? She asked. Now is the time for me to start asking myself these hard questions of who do I truly want to be every day, and that changes, she admitted. So who do I want to have lunch with? How long do I want to stay in a place? Do I want to travel? If a girlfriend calls and says let's go here, I can say yes, I can, and I'm trying to do that more and more. Because she's trying to live your own life. That's right. She's not the president's wife anymore.
Yep.
She's or whatever, and even when she was, she should have still be able to do what you want. Go and live your life.
First lady.
They're empty nesters. Well, she's forever my first lady.
Say that. Clock it again.
And not only that, I was
Ever
going to say
Lotus.
that, I don't think I would never, she's too loyal to even,
Yeah.
she would never leave him.
What problems would they have? And if you have a problem, go on to Camp David. Or
Camp David.
Or wherever you need to go. I'm gonna go over here to our summer home on the Cape.
On the vineyard.
And we'll be all right. Go sleep in the living room. Something like get out of here. What we
But you ain't
for?
leaving me.
Not at all. Not at all.
Both of them should have that contract. As long as we alive, we is going to give these Americans something today can't talk about.
Shit.
Say it.
Go ahead.
That with these rumors, I think people just be too involved in other people's relationships.
Say that.
And that's a lot of things that we see in society. Like, people just be involved in other people's business. Like, the rumors weren't even true. Like, I didn't even know there were even rumors out there about Michelle Obama and Barack
I've been
getting
seeing
divorced.
it a lot lately, and I'm like, why y'all saying that? That's
and
crazy.
it's you could see they're good for each other. So it's you wouldn't even think that they're gonna get a divorce. So it's I try my best to stay out of people's relationship unless it's really like really noticeable that you can see that it's not good.
I think that for a lot of society, unfortunately, seeing a black successful loving relationship is almost a threat. You know what I mean? And then especially in light of Obama's name, every time that we hear Obama's name every day, it's coming out of Donald Trump's mouth, right? And so it's just like whatever bad light we can try to shine on them. So why not divorce rumors, because we don't see them together all the time, because they are together all the time. You know, you don't really say Barack without Barack and Michelle Obama. So especially now that they're not in the White House. But that's what it is. It's just like these black people can't be that in love and doing that well. So, which is crazy. But good for them. And they ain't leaving each other, and we won't let them. We won't let them leave each other. So there's that. A woman accused of trying to hire a guy she met on Tinder to kill her ex. Well, and his daughter. Jacqueline Diorio faces attempted murder charges after Carden County prosecutors say she tried to pay a man she met on Tinder about $12,000 to kill her ex-boyfriend, a Philadelphia police officer, and his 19-year-old daughter. A South Jersey woman is accused of trying to hire a man she recently met on Tinder to kill her ex-boyfriend and his teenage daughter. Jacqueline Diorio, 26, was charged Friday with trying to pay a confidential informant about $12,000 to kill her ex-boyfriend, who was in his 50s, and his 19-year-old daughter. The Camden County Prosecutor's Office said in an April 8th, 2025 news release posted on social media. Diorio, who identified herself as D, and the informant met on Tinder dating, according to a Camden County criminal complaint affidavit. Probable cause obtained by the news in Philadelphia. Then they first met on March 31st at a Runnindale, New Jersey Wawa. They met at the Wawa.
I love a Wawa.
I like the Wawa. From March 31st to April 3rd, the two exchanged several phone calls and text messages. The affidavit of probable cause said during those conversations, Dee told the informant that she wished her ex, who she said is a Philadelphia police officer, dead. On Thursday, the county prosecutor's major crimes unit was made aware of the murder for hire plot. A Camden County detective called Philly police to confirm that the target of the plot was a police officer. Investigators said they interviewed the Philadelphia officer on Friday and that he confirmed that a selfie photo Dee shared with the informant was of Diorio, his ex-girlfriend. The officer say he and Diorio met because she was his barber. So why she didn't just slit his neck while she was cutting his hair?
Because she didn't want to go down for it.
Oh.
But that would have been a good excuse. Like, oh no, I slipped and I slit his neck from rooter to the tutor by accident. Don't know.
Oh, no.
Self-defense.
Yeah. They said that he said that she missed that opportunity. Investigators said that they interviewed, the officer told New Jersey detectives that he and Diorio broke up on March 6th over the summer of 2024. Diorio had filed a temporary restraining order against the officer, but that was later dropped. The officer told New Jersey investigators that his home was vandalized by a Molotov cocktail in September of 2022. On Friday, the informant told detectives about his conversations over the previous week with Diorio. The informant advised that Diorio has been adamant about killing her ex-boyfriend.
Why are you finding somebody on Tinder?
I don't know, but she met him in the Dollar General parking lot and gave him a $500 retainer fee to kill her ex-boyfriend.
What was the full amount to kill him?
$12,000.
And she gave him $500 deposit?
She gave him a deposit of $500.
No. She would have had to give me half because what you give me what $500 gonna do? Now I kill him and you ain't gonna remember. Now you arrested,
right?
And I'm not gonna get my money.
I'm gonna be arrested and you owe me.
Exactly. Like I can't even bail myself out with this $500 after attempted murder charge.
So it said around 6:45 p.m. the informant got into her white Honda Civic in the Dollar General parking lot. Y'all couldn't meet at a Macy's or something? The Dollar General and the Wawa? Come on now.
You couldn't meet at your house? How come people like to do illegal activity outside in the public where there's cameras and there's
watch movies?
Yeah, they watching the wrong movie. Anyhow, she in trouble now. You going to jail now. You're going to jail now.
It's like a free $12K, like, just to kill somebody. But it's like, you gotta really think, like, what was going through that guy's head to accept that deal? Like, isn't like...
Well, that's true, because he's not a police officer. It's not like it was an undercover sting. So he told, and then he went and told on her? Probably because she only gave him $500.
Exactly. I'm not gonna meet you at the Wawa for you to give me $500 of a $12,000 balance. This is crazy.
Right.
I feel like you trying to set me up. It's a grocery store.
Yeah.
Well, it's a convenience store. It's like a gas station store.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Like Speedway.
They have like that in Pennsylvania, but it's called Sheets.
Sheets.
Yeah, I see.
Sheets. Oh, okay.
My dad loves that place.
I'm going to the Sheets.
I'm going to Sheets. See, I would kill my husband if he told me he was going to Sheets. Because what you going there for? We're going to Sheets. There's sheets in this house.
I got sheets
Go
right
in that
here.
closet, get you some damn sheets. Anyhow, a brawl involving 20 to 30 people breaks out at the California In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah.
Oh, because I see what them fries that they got with all the stuff on top of them is good.
The problem is that I'm tired of hearing it at places like this. They need to brawl at the Dunkin' Donuts on Morton Street. They need to brawl on the Wendy's on American Legion Highway. Where else they need to brawl at? There's a lot of places that people need to start brawling at because there's no reason why it takes so long to get a hot tea.
Exactly.
But it wasn't brawling because of the business.
What they was brawling for?
You don't know why they was brawling.
Well,
brawlings that happen in a restaurant like that is because of poor service.
No.
Police are seeking additional information, not for 20 to 30 people though.
Yeah, because if I go behind the counter disgruntled and I throw something across the counter and it hit a passenger, now they in there with they 4 friends, now they want to fight, and now the employees is fighting the people, and now everybody else is throwing in. There's people running around taking the burgers. There's people running around taking the French fries. That's where I would be stealing food.
Yes,
y'all brawl. I'll take the food out so they don't get messed up in my car.
Yes, you're right.
I have a brief.
Right. Police are seeking additional information about a massive fight that broke out at an In-N-Out Burger in Riverside County over the weekend. In a post to Instagram, the Marietta Police Department said its officers responded to the In-N-Out on Avenida Cacassis just after midnight on Saturday, April 5th, on reports of a fight involving 20 to 30 people. Officers located witnesses and multiple involved parties at the scene and learned a firearm had been discharged at some point. Despite the large size of the altercation, police said they found no property damage, really, and said officers did not find any victims or suspects. Was it a lie? It was a hoax.
It was a lie.
At this time, Marietta PD is seeking additional information from the public regarding the incident that may assist in the investigation. KTLA reached out to the Marietta Police Department for additional information, and officials said they are following up on investigative leads. They also said they had obtained some footage of the incident, but that as of Tuesday afternoon, they could not release it. Police encourage anyone with additional information regarding this incident to contact the police. Did it happen or did it not?
It didn't.
There's no physical evidence that anything happened.
I mean, it sounds like somebody pulled out a gun and everybody jetted.
Oh, so there was somebody pulled out a gun and 20 to 30 people ran. But they want to call it an altercation.
They all dipped out.
Yeah.
But it sounds on brand because California is a wild, wild west.
It is. It is wild, wild west coast. You're right. Teen fighting for his life after police shoot him 9 times in his backyard.
Oh, what is it that you need to shoot somebody 9 times in his back or in
his backyard? It was in his backyard. Eyewitness video captured the moment police shot a mentally and physically disabled 17-year-old. Damn, 9 times in his front yard, leaving him fighting for his life and his family, calling for answers.
Mercy.
Victor Perez was shot Saturday at his home in the town of Pocatello, Idaho, seconds after police arrived. His family told local news outlets he was experiencing a mental health crisis and was brandishing a knife. Oh, this is the kid with the knife that I read about. Police haven't formally identified Perez except by confirming his age, but his family verified his identity to local news outlets. The family said he has cerebral palsy, affecting his ability to walk, and speaks limited English. There's a video there if you want to pull that up. Yes. TV station Ki-Fi reported that the family was told that the boy's left leg was amputated in one of 3 operations at the hospital after the shooting, where he is in critical condition. The eyewitness video posted to Facebook shows a person lying on the ground holding a knife in a yard. Mm-hmm. A woman is seen remonstrating. What's remonstrating with him, saying no, and attempting to restrain him or grab the knife. You got the video?
Yes. Trigger warning for those that are,
Remonstrating means make a forceful, reapproachful protest.
Oh, wow.
Reproachful. protest. All right, trigger warning. If you are not into disturbing videos, then turn your face away. For those people listening, you will just hear the audio.
Yep, I'm watching from out there.
Witness video captured Idaho police officers opening fire on an autistic teenager behind a fence as he walked towards them with a knife.
Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ.
17-year-old Victor Perez, described by his family as nonverbal, autistic, and intellectually disabled, was hospitalized in critical condition and had 9 bullets removed from his body and his leg amputated, according to his aunt.
Jesus Christ.
A witness said in a 911 call that Perez was chasing a man and woman in a backyard while wielding a kitchen knife.
Oh my God.
When police arrived, Perez was on the ground, according to the witness.
Oh my God.
So 2 things. When I bring a knife to a gunfight, is it necessary to shoot someone 9 times? A small shot in the kneecap.
It's like 2 seconds.
Like something, a small de-escalation situation. He is wielding a knife
on the other side of the fence
that he was laying down on.
Because he has cerebral palsy.
And he's nonverbal.
Yeah.
And not saying that a police officer would know all of that. So let's be realistic. I approach a scene. I see a man on the ground. He's not listening to me. He gets up and he walks towards us out inside of a gate that we are separated from, and I decided that he needed 9 bullets in his body to stop him from that.
So how many of them shot him for him to be shot 9 times?
It looked like 5 of them.
All of them shot him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shoot him for everything
That's
they got.
crazy.
Some Mike Nice.
Yep.
No taser.
Right.
We couldn't have just tased him really quick. He's got a knife. He's not. What is he gonna do? Chuck it at my chest?
Throw it at us like a ninja star. That's crazy.
What state was that?
Idaho.
Well then. There we go.
Who lives
I mean, watching that was horrible. Watching that was horrible. Hearing the story of it, that him being nonverbal, autistic, surviving 9 shots and still there. And with an amputated foot.
Amputated his leg. Yep.
I'm confused. And then
he's
they're
still
gonna
in critical condition.
Like
he
there's
still
gonna
has to
be
get more surgeries.
MAGA is gonna see this and be like, that thug. They could have lost their lives.
And then they're gonna deport him.
Yes. And then they're gonna deport him while he is on a life support.
It was reported that one of the male subjects, I'm assuming that was him, was intoxicated and in possession of a knife.
Yeah, he did have a knife, but he wasn't intoxicated.
They
They thought he was drunk.
On the call they got, that's what it
said. They thought he was drunk, but he's autistic. Okay.
So being drunk and holding a knife is a death penalty sentence.
Yes.
You are punished to death. Luanda said they could have taken the knife. Like, they could have just surrounded the gate, and then somebody could have shot him in the butt, like, if that's the course that you wanted to have or take because you wanted to do that. I don't think that 9 shots, and nothing's going to happen to these officers at all.
No.
Nothing is going to happen to them at all. It's going to be a justified shooting. It's going to be a justified, God forbid, murder if he does not, whatever. It's just going to be all justified, and they're going to live to shoot again.
And continue working. This crazy story that I saw yesterday, wild story. Horrible incident. Pallbearers plunge into a burial hole in front of a grieving family.
Purposefully?
No, not why? No.
Back in the day, you used to, I'm going with us.
We do know of people who have tried to go down in the hole.
Take me with you.
I witnessed that at a funeral, and I was horrified. I was horrified. CNN affiliate WPVI spoke to the family in Philadelphia after they witnessed pallbearers fall into a burial site while carrying their loved one in a casket.
None of the injuries are...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Joel Winston, the president and owner of Green Mount Cemetery, told CNN he felt terrible about the incident and that this is the first for the cemetery. My heart goes out to them. It was an accident, said Winston. CNN has also reached out to the funeral home for comment, but has not heard back.
And here's the clip.
Yeah.
Considered serious, but this was a shocking turn amid this family's grief. You could see the men carrying the casket of Benjamin Aviles slowly making their way through Greenmount Cemetery in North Philadelphia last week. Then the unimaginable. Look, as they put down the casket, the wood platform above the burial site collapses.
Oh, shoot.
Sending the men tumbling into the grave.
That's
It was just a horrible incident that happened in a bad moment.
Aviles' stepdaughter, Maribel Rodriguez, could not believe what was happening. Family and friends rushed to help the men in the hole, some of whom were trapped under the weight of the casket, including Aviles' son, who Rodriguez says suffered the worst of the injuries.
The casket laid on top of him and he was out like a light. His face was in the mud. They all got injured. They got hand and leg and back injuries. We were just covered in mud.
Oh my God. She and her family blame Greenmount Cemetery and the Rodriguez Funeral Home, no relation, for what she calls subpar conditions for burial.
The whole thing was trembling. It was like wobbly. It was unstable. It was all wet and soaked.
Aviles was eventually laid to rest.
I think that they should apologize. I think that there should be some reimbursement involved, being that the ceremony was interrupted. Nothing was done properly.
Action News reached out to the cemetery and the funeral home, but received no comment. In North Philadelphia, Catherine Scott, Channel 6 Action News.
Can you imagine if that happened and then the man fell out of the casket?
Yo.
It knocked his son out cold. He was pinned underneath the casket.
You're already traumatized, about to lay your dad to rest, and then you get knocked out by your dad's coffin when you fall into the hole. Core memory forever. Sign me up for therapy immediately. My dad tried to take me out, take me with him.
You got to find one of them things from Men in Black and zap my memories. I don't ever want to remember that. That is horrible. Oh my God.
You saw Death at a Funeral?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that was
both
ridiculous.
versions?
Yes, that was. I didn't see the old version. I saw the new one.
The white version is hilarious.
Oh, the British version, is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah, but but this happened. This really happened.
That's terrible.
Horrible.
Yeah,
And that's it. That's the national news.
There's no real entertainment news, really. Justin Bieber goes on a wild tirade about money-hungry paparazzi.
Did Justin Bieber and his wife break up?
No.
Oh, they haven't. Okay.
Wendy Williams' guardian blocks her from having dinner. She still got a guardian. I thought that Wendy Williams was about to be free. What the hell is going on with Wendy Williams?
I don't understand what that's going on there with Wendy Williams either, because I thought that when she was on this whole media tour that she was getting freed.
Yeah, that's what I
Guess
thought
not.
too. Young Buck arrested, booked into Tennessee jail.
Which one is Young Buck?
Young Buck is the one that's from New Orleans. He's the one that's the gold teeth from G Unit. Dark skin.
Oh, I know. It's not.
He's the one that was kicked out.
Yeah, it's that one.
For being
He got kicked out of the G Unit?
For being with the thing.
Oh. A transvestite.
No.
Which is yes.
Transgender.
What is it? Oh, that's it.
Oh, sorry, my bad. What'd I say?
You said the other one.
That's what it used to be. When he did it, that's what it used to be
Yeah,
called.
but now it's transgender.
Transgender. My bad. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so out of line today.
Weezer Bassett's wife shot and arrested on suspicion of
Yes!
Who's Weezer Bassett?
It's Weezer bassist.
Yep.
Oh.
The bassist
Weezer.
for
Band.
Weezer, who is a band, I suppose.
Oh.
His wife, there was an unidentified woman that was shot after a hit and run accident because she hit and tried to run. And now the person that was hit, that was shot, has been identified as his wife.
Wow.
She's, yeah. And I don't know who Weezer is. I'm assuming it's a country band.
Rock band.
Oh, it's rock.
Yes, I know that because I went to Marblehead.
Oh, they that old?
Yeah, he was like a 2000s band.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so she's it's a non-life-threatening injury, but she's the one who hit and run the person.
Oh, bless her heart.
Yes, that's awesome.
And then Coco T's daughter and son speaks out about why they didn't attend his funeral, which I didn't know. There was a Coco T's funeral has a lot of controversy around it, huh?
Yeah, why didn't they go?
I don't. So yesterday the son came out, and today this daughter is coming out in an audio recorded reportedly for Coco T's elder daughter, Roshianne Scott, shared shared why she did not attend her father's funeral for grievances with her father's wife, Malvia Scott. Following his death last month, Coco T's family and supporters gathered at the veranda in Clarendon on Sunday to bid farewell to the iconic Jamaican singer. Members of the Scott family included Malvia and Yakisha Scott, Coco T's daughter, and attended the service. According to Rushane, family members have been bashing her and her younger brother Junior because they did not attend the funeral. In the auto recording of Rushane, which started circulating online on Monday, she said that she was speaking out so that people would know the truth.
First, so because you didn't like your father's wife, you didn't go to his funeral?
First and foremost, the wife take the money and do what she want to do with it, mind her man them. She mind her man. She had a doctor in the house right now, and I'm gonna read it in English. And she used to use the man's money to mind her policeman. And me.
She mind her man.
She mind her man. And the money for the Babylon. I'm here building my house. Me here build up house giddy police. Oh, she heard that they're building up the house to give to the police, she said.
Oh.
Yeah, interesting.
So you didn't go to your father's funeral because he was mad at his wife? That's back to my original. That's beautiful. Back to my you because you were mad at his wife. You could have went and sat in the back.
Exactly, sat in the back and don't have nothing to say and then left after that. But I don't know if that's a good reason to not go to your daddy's funeral.
Cause she mind her man.
Let me see what the son said here. The son said, he said he's got some criticism. He said, I could have never gone to the funeral. Said Calvin
never
Scott.
Gone on a funeral.
Yes, translate for me. Also noted that while his father's name was spelt Calvin with an O, his name was with an A. The chat was done with Jamaican TikToker One Kevin.
They misspelled the man's name on the big poster.
Oh no.
Oh God.
So he didn't. Yeah. So I don't know why he couldn't go to the funeral because he just didn't really, expound on that.
They didn't want to go.
Oh. Where me know says she never deal with the man straight brother. The son went on to detail that was told. Please, thank you, Tristan. I can't speak the patois.
And I feel the need to come out and address the media because a lot of people have been asking questions and they need to know the truth about some stuff. First and foremost, may my father's soul rest in peace. My father was a good person, a great icon and a great legend, but my father did not make the right choice as far as choosing a partner for his life, and I'm so cut up about it. Some of the family members been calling me and bashing me and my brother Junior about we not attending the funeral and not there for my dad. And circumstances we cannot attend. First and foremost, thanks to the family that is helping my father.
Oh wow!
I don't know if that's a good reason, but okay.
But I mean, I don't mind if the children of the deceased don't attend the funeral because that's a lot of mix-up. There's a lot of people there, fake people, so it might.
And you're already going through drama and trauma and stuff like that, so maybe you don't want to deal with that.
Mourning your own,
Schneider says. That's what women do. Wait for the husband to die and get a new man with your old man's money.
Oh, Schneider.
I was going to say they were...
What are you supposed to do? Just be by yourself just because your man died?
And then that's what not least...
Quick, I was going to say it was attended by Charlie Chaplin, Josie Wells, Shabba Ranks, and a couple of notable...
Shabba!
People
that funeral looked like a good time.
Yeah, it looked very beautiful.
Yeah, they look like they had a nice time there. What'd you say?
But it's sad to see every time I see these OGs coming back, it's always because of funeral. What's his name that just passed? Murder Inc.
Irv Gotti.
Yeah.
Jay-Z came, a whole bunch of people came. It's like every time you see a lot of people coming together, it's because somebody passed. So
it's like funerals are like a little reunion. And just for those that are into the dance hall culture, Yard Hype has listed the top 5 dance hall people. Right now at number 5 is Molly Don. He was in Boston not too long ago.
Molly Don.
Skipper. Skipper Marley? What's Skipper? I know Skipper. Oh, Skipper. Number 4 is Massacre. Number 2 is Vibes Cartel. And coming in at number 1, what would you guess?
King Beanie Man.
Nope. Chronic Law.
Chronic Law.
Yeah.
It's not King Beanie Man.
How come TJ and what TJ fell off after Drift?
He did.
Then
He came
what
out with
happened?
Drift and then he had Dip. It sounded just like Dip.
Dip and dip
Yeah.
like that.
Maybe
But
dancehall
is coming back.
Is it? Okay.
Because they're bringing back all the old rhythms that were like.
Yeah.
I feel like Beanie Man has had a very, very strong social media presence lately. Have you guys noticed that?
No.
For some reason, I follow Beanie Man. I don't know. Yeah, and it's always King Beanie Man is going live. King Beanie Man is going live is popping up on my thing, and I'm like, I've never watched one, but I'm like, what
Now that he's
doing?
got his visa, he's probably trying to get his popularity popping so he could get booked for $150,000.
$150,000.
Child, I tell you.
Wow.
Anyhow, that is our around the way new. That is our. What is it?
Saucy and Friends.
That's our show.
That's our show for today. That's all we got. Make sure that you guys check in tomorrow. Is Friday for F Word Friday. We'll have some fun. We'll cut up some. We'll get into our scenarios where we need your advice. And we'll go take it from there.
Yeah.
Y'all have a wonderful and blessed Thursday. Mike Nice, what's today? What's the theme of today? Did he put it in there?
I didn't see it.
Drop it. Chocolate dropper. Thursday. Oh, I'm sitting here.
Chocolate dropper.
What'd he say?
What'd he say, Mike Nice? What'd you say?
He didn't say
Comments at the top. He didn't say, Mike Nice, don't come in here and not tell us what we supposed to be in today.
Exactly, Mike Nice.
Oh, come on, Mike Nice. Just ruin the day. Anyhow.
Thoughtful Thursday. LaWanda says it's Thoughtful Thursday.
Yes, Thoughtful Thursday. Mike Nice, get it together.
He already left.
We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
I just don't think it's fair that you charge me 25% interest on the money that you loan me when you already take 30% out of my check. You know, I ain't got no G-string and I ain't out there making no tips, you know.
When was this tripping game, partner? Who you ain't nothing? All you do is spin record. That's all you do. Who you think he is? DJ Quick?
No,
huh?
No, I ain't say
Kid
that.
Capri?
I didn't say
Huh? Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me. I tell you what. You better go on back out there and get out of my face before you get swole.
Hey, look, Doll, I ain't
Hey for horses. Hey for horses.
come here and muscle you and nothing like that. I ain't trying to do that. I just want my money. You know, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music, Spark FM. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits from reggae. Spark FM.
If you no mess with the way you are gonna see a million. We got to go long just like the Amazon.
Spark FM.
I do the life you know easy. No say we are fooling. Walk with the camera like easy.
Soca. Hip hop.
Yeah, we on and we going crazy.
R&B.
You could do damage. You could do damage.
Afrobeats. And much more. Spark FM. Spark FM.
Well, Spark of New England, Spark FM. Bringing the heat back to the airwaves. Turn us up.
All right, let's take a look.
Yeah. You think about money when you think about me, huh? That's why my ex, you don't wanna be her. She used to have Bamo, now she on a sneaker. I had her eating lobster.
Brown like the reefer, brown Mona Lisa. She good if I leave her, she got her own visa. Think about them when you think about frontin'. Think about stunting when you think about me. I'm the boss, Bentley or the boss. Overseas, sea, jet ski, slide across. I love the how on my shoulders, of course. I'm racing through your mind, but you're already lost. I'm at the finish line, and you're a friend of mine. Come on, let's ride.
Just a little bit every now and then. Goddamn, girl, we used to be friends. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I think like a hustler, I'm thinking about a shipment. She thinking I'm her hustle, she thinking about commitment. It's like Paul McCartney stuck in my head. He fell in love with it, walked away on one leg. She didn't even have to run to get away with the bread. That's some up shit. Think about that kid. I'm thinking what this thinking when she take me to court. I pay my child support, what the she want? This relationship is too much for me. I wanna be friends and live comfortably. She wanna shine and blow minds on shopping sprees. She should have what she want, just not for me. I'm thinking about my future, she part of my past. She don't care about me, she just wants some cash. I'm thinking, damn, girl, we used to be friends. How did it become all about ends?
Just a little bit every now and then. Goddamn, girl, we used to be friends. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Do you think about me? Do you think about me? I know you think about me. Got to remember all the good times we had. Just a little bit. 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 Just a little bit.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at SparkFMOnline.com. You are now listening to Spark FM.
Alright. Yeah. N.E. keep it hot for ya. Now let me set it off in the right way. You got a banging booty and a tight waist. I've been a fan since I met you in the lobby. And hopefully you end up over